Hello everyone, I am super excited to walk you through exactly how I got this Bollywood makeup look, so let's get started. The photo I'm referencing is a picture of Deepika Padukone from Vogue 2014, and her skin looks flawless, so I wanted to go in with this Kiehl's cleanser and just go in with this like scrubby cottony pad thing that I got from the drugstore and really go to town on my face and make sure that it is squeaky clean before we begin with foundation. And after that, I always follow up with my favorite moisturizer. This is Strivectin, and I always opt for an anti-aging moisturizer because it fights wrinkles and it hydrates. In the photo, Deepika's makeup looks very flawless, but it doesn't look overly made up or matte, so I went in with the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, and then I followed it up with Studio Fix Fluid in a really light color, and with a duo fibered Morphe brush, I just buffed that in to the upper 2/3 of my face to really accentuate my eyebrows and eye area. I don't actually take this color down around the mouth, which is where it would start to look ashy if I did. And I know I've mentioned this before, but if you are of Asian descent or have any tan pigmentation in your skin, you're going to naturally have discoloration around your mouth. And so this orange concealer from NYX is ideal for neutralizing that. And I am just going to buff that into the skin and make sure that it is nice and bright. So one thing that really stood out to me whenever I was looking through photos from this shoot was that her eyebrows were really dense and thick, and they were definitely made up. So whenever I look at pictures of her from the red carpet, her eyebrows were always feathery, a little bit bushy, and definitely on the softer side. But for this, I wanted to really mimic the photo, so I took Studio Finish concealer, swiped it around the eye area, buffed it in with my finger, and then I went in with Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow. And I'm not using a powder product. I want this to look dense just like the photo. So I'm taking an angled 266, and once I reach my desired thickness, I go in with concealer and clean up the edges. I'm going to be going in with this soft peach color from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Shadow Couture World Traveler palette, and I take this shadow on the lid, underneath the brow, and actually around the eyebrow area as well. And then I go in with this Morocco color, sorry my palette's upside down, and then I buff that into the crease, and then I go right back over that color again with soft peach just to tone it down so it doesn't start to look too orange. Her makeup in this photo just looks like a really light wash of like an ivory gold mixture, so I grab this Bellini color with a flat MAC 252 brush, pat that on the inner corner and all over the lid, and then I go back over that color with the soft peach color just to make sure it doesn't look too shimmery. And right in the center of her lid, it was spotlighted a little bit more than the rest of her eye, so I take my Fix Plus Spritz brush, and then I go in with that spoiled color and then Bellini and layer those two colors just right on the lid, and then I take Bellini a little bit under the lash line as well. And in the photo, I couldn't tell if she actually had black eyeliner all the way around her eye, so I improvised and went in with this NYX brown eyeliner in color Brown Perfection. I swipe that on the waterline, and then I go in with this Noir color, and I set the eyeliner with this beautiful black eyeshadow from the palette, and then I go over that with this Fudge just to soften up the line and give the lower lash line definition, but not look like a harsh bottom eyeliner. And I feel like it really wouldn't be a Bollywood look unless I had an intense cat eye with very thick, dark black eyeliner. So I use my Clinique Brush On Cream Gel Eyeliner, and I create that wing. And I fill in any holes with an NYC liquid eyeliner. This Tarte Creaseless Concealer actually works best when you warm it up with your fingers and apply it directly onto the skin with the hand, so that's what I'm doing here. I'm just using that to really mattify and smooth out the under eye area because she really did not have any texture on her skin. And then I buff that product in with a Real Techniques brush. And because this is an editorial super glam look, I'm going in with my Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer, and I'm just dabbing that on really lightly and then blending that again with the Real Techniques brush. And regardless of what type of look you're doing, if you do not set your under eye concealer, it will move. So I dampen my beauty blender and I start to pounce that into the skin to really marry all the lines and different products onto our skin. And then I use that same damp beauty blender with the Laura Mercier translucent loose setting powder, and I buff that right on top of wherever we have placed that concealer. And then I set that in with a Real Techniques brush as well. To contour, I actually use the Morphe Brow Palette, and the reason why is because these brown shades are super cool, and in this photo, she doesn't look sun-kissed or bronzed at all, but her features are accentuated, so I went in and just contoured my face and my nose with these cooler tones. And right around the lower 1/3 of my face, like the jawline and around my mouth, I just used the Studio Fix powder from MAC and NC45 because it has a little bit of an orange undertone, and I wanted to make sure that I didn't start to look too gray after a contour. My camera shut off as I was highlighting, but I did use Mary Luminizer from the Balm Cosmetics, which is my favorite highlighter right now, just on the high planes of my face. And then I cleaned up my contour with that Beauty Blender and Laura Mercier loose setting powder. And for the blush, I'm actually grabbing MAC's Russian Red, and I'm dabbing it on with my middle finger straight onto just the outer corners of the cheeks. I'm not taking this towards the nose. In the photo, it just looks like a touch of color, but it does not look powdery. And I'm also cleaning up my cat eye with this brush. One thing about the lipstick on the cheek, it actually blends in with the setting powder and does not look greasy. And then I finish the eyes with mascara. And now we can move on to the lips, which I feel like is the focus feature of this look. And so I've primed my lips with my Revlon primer, mattified the area, and then I go in with that same Russian Red color from MAC, and then I go over the outer edges of that lipstick with chestnut liner. Now this is really dark compared to the lipstick. We're going to blend it in with another product because this color is actually a little bit more of a berry red instead of like a shocking red. Help fuse the Russian Red and the chestnut liner together, I'm grabbing NYX Simply Vamp Lip Cream in Bewitching, and I'm just blending that onto the outer edges. And then I'm using a new product which I've never used before, which is by Hot Makeup USA, and I am just blending that in with a lip brush that has longer fibers so that it can actually blend and whip those products together. And then I go back over my lip line and the top of my Cupid's bow with chestnut. I'm actually overdrawing my Cupid's bow as well because I wanted the lips to look very full. And then to complete our makeup look, I grabbed these Vegas Nay Eyelure lashes in Grand Glamour. I give the band a really nice wiggle because it is thick and these lashes are super dense and heavy. And then I pop those on, and then I use my super inexpensive clamp from Amazon. I think this was less than $2. And I just give the lashes a press to make sure that they are good to go. Now I'm going to go finish doing my hair and I'll be back. My completed Deepika Padukone look from Vogue 2014. I hope you like it. If you have any questions or comments, please list them below. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time.